Don't say anything. Don't you dare.
Okay, so what are you doing, Tim? What are you doing actually right this moment?
I'm tearing the old teeth from the hay rake wheel.
Yeah.
To replace with the ones that are broken that are on there.
Okay, so yeah, that's very good. All right, so I've got an H&S action rake. Actually, I have two H&S action rakes, and both of these H&S action rakes will be for sale. So we are doing the maintenance that needs to be done to these so that they are field ready for 2017. Now, what have we had problems with, Tim, on this hay rake?
Nothing.
Really nothing. These have been really, really good.
No, I said knuckles.
Knuckles? Oh, knuckles. Well, I say nothing. Honestly, nothing to be too concerned with. As you can see, there's a part there on the floor, and I will show you. Is there one closer, or no?
You can get those over there.
No, I want to show the old one, because I'm going to show you what the problem is. Oh, my God, old man, get under there. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so here is the knuckle. Now that knuckle goes here where the arm for the rake wheels are attached. That allows it to pivot to the right and the left on the bottom, and it allows it to pivot in and out to adjust your width. So with this particular hay rake, and they have actually made those heavier, by the way, you can see there's some fracturing there. There's some welding that took place here. To plate it and repair it, because this was the weak spot on the hay rake. Now, mind you, I have done this year alone between the two rakes, I've done about 5,000 acres of hay over rough, dry, rough ground. Wet ground is not so rough. But dry ground is very rough. It is a sucker and a half, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's every bump you feel it right up through the backbone of your body. So, for the most part, Timothy is tearing apart these wheels, and I will explain why we're going to be using used teeth versus new teeth. You want to tell him why we buy used teeth instead of new teeth?
Because if you put new teeth with old teeth on the wheel already, they'll break easy.
Which ones? Which ones will break?
The new ones.
The new teeth will break.
Because of this little fur on the front.
Well, actually, that's not entirely true.
Well,
the reason it will break is because of the wear. Okay? So if you've got like the length of it. So if there is, and this was a new tooth. I don't know how it ended up on that particular wheel, but
because I guess Cody was in a hurry.
Yeah, we probably were, and we didn't have an old wheel to tear apart. So, what Tim's trying to say is that, well, what Tim is saying, or what I'm saying, is that the length of the brand new tooth is slightly longer than the old tooth, because the old tooth has worn. Now, when you have about six of these things touching the ground as it's raking hay, and it comes around and it gets to that new tooth is going to be more aggressive on the ground, and it's going to have a lot more flex, like a lot more flex. So it's going to actually lift the wheel out of the ground, off the ground, not out of the ground, but off the ground, and then it's going to bend the ever-loving shit out of it, and then it's going to come around and spring, and then the old tines will hit the ground again, and it'll continue to rake normal. Now, there's going to be a lot more bounce in the rake when you do that, and eventually, and I don't say eventually, I should say pretty quickly, the new rake tooth will break off. I've already put new rake teeth in a wheel, went to the field, and all my new rake teeth were broken off, just gone. And it really pisses you off, because these things are a couple of dollars a piece. So what we learned over the years of doing this was, when you get a rake wheel that is really,
beat up.
Well, bent, because you'll hit bushes and stuff along fence line. You'll bend to this outer ring, this guy here, this barrel band, and this one here actually isn't too bad, but it'll bend this way, not up and down. it won't bend the circumference. It'll bend sideways. And when it does that, it's no good anymore. Then the rake wheel doesn't run true and you just break all the teeth. So we learned that if you just take all the old rake teeth off of an old wheel and save them so that when you're repairing some teeth that have been knocked out or broken or whatever, then you've got millions of, not millions, but you got a lot of good used teeth that you can put in those places. When you get to a wheel, like this is what happened was, we got to wheels that were so shot, and I was just gonna replace all the teeth in the wheels. I priced it out, and the teeth themselves were more money than what it would have been just to buy the whole new rake, which comes with the outer band and these discs, the plates, and all the nuts and all the bolts and all the keepers and everything. So that was all on there for about $125. So for $125, I would just go and I'd buy 4 wheels, 2 rights, 2 lefts. And then I had all these wheels with missing teeth, so we just started doing that. So maybe I'm explaining this, over-explaining it, but that's why we do that. And you'll learn that too. If you're going to replace teeth in wheels, buy good wheels, brand new wheels, take the old teeth out, put them in the ones that are falling apart.
Sure.
Yep. Hitch pin, brand new one. Sasquatch feet. The Squatch. Is that the big one? Yeah, it is. Now he just ripped his crotch out of his pants on the jack.
Oh, these goddamn Carhartts.
You got some cast iron balls if you just took that hit. I can't believe you just did that. But anyway, so I guess I'm alone now because he's going to be doing that. So here's another little tidbit when you're working on these rakes. Yeah.